Hey there, tech fans. Today I have the brand new ToVi X1 Decoder module with KVM functionality. This product is part of the brand new ToVi solution from Array that allows you to easily create a flexible and expandable AV over IP solution for sharing all of your HDMI media content with your entire network. This product fully supports high-definition media content and is both HDMI 1.3 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's plug-and-play compatible with a wide universe of modern media equipment. It also features infrared blasters that will collect up the remote control signals from that location and pass those back over the network connection to the primary location where they're rebroadcast so you can effectively remotely control the content you're watching. It also provides full KVM functionality, which allows you to connect the keyboard and mouse up at the remote location to remotely control the computer at the primary location. It also features audio extraction capabilities, where it can digitally separate the audio component from the media being sent to that location and allows you to pass that along to a soundbar, home stereo, or amplifier system for that full theater experience. And finally, the product utilizes the very latest in power over Ethernet technology, which means if you plug this into a PoE capable switch, you can eliminate the need for a power supply because the power required for this module is sent over that single LAN connection. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with a quick unboxing first, just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll take a closer look at the module, and I'll explain the connections and indicators so you understand exactly how to use it. And then I'll come back one more time and point out some of the special features that this product provides that you can use to compare it to other products you may be considering. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you first pop open the box, you'll find the module. You'll find a single DC 12 volt 1 amp power supply. You can simply plug this into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, which plugs directly into the rear of the module, and you can finger tighten the collar to make sure it doesn't pop out. But again, because this uses PoE capable technology, if you plug this into a PoE switch, you won't need to worry about that power supply. The kit also includes a set of infrared blasters which plug directly into the module. There's a bracketing kit included as well that you can use to mount the module up off the ground and out of the way. There are Molex connectors included that allow you to connect up that external audio if you'd like to use an amplifier or a soundbar. And then finally, a full instruction manual is also included that lists connection diagrams, specifications, and a lot of other really good information about the product that you'll need to understand in order to use it correctly. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the module, and then I'll come back and point out some of those special features. The product features a full metal enclosure which makes it incredibly durable and really helps to minimize outside interference from causing any issues with the sensitive electronics inside. On the top of the cabinet, both sides, and the bottom, you'll find these ventilation slots that are designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape to keep the electronics inside at a very comfortable temperature. You'll also find mounting holes on either side that can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount this product up off the ground and out of the way. And on the bottom are 4 rubber feet that will help to protect the surface you set this down on and keep it from sliding around during operation. On the front of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a power indicator. Once power is applied to this unit, it starts an internal power on self-test where it checks the electronics, and once it passes that test, it'll light that power LED, letting you know it's ready to use. To the right of that is a link indicator. When you connect this to the network and you power it up, it starts searching for a companion transmitter on the network somewhere, and once it finds that, the link indicator will come on, letting you know that it sees the network. To the right of that is a 3-digit display that lets you know what channel this decoder is currently operating on, and you can change that by tapping these buttons, or you can control it through the video network hub. To the right of that are 2 USB-A ports, and these can be used for additional peripherals at the remote location, like a keyboard or a mouse, or even a microphone or a camera. And finally, to the right of that is a reset button. You can use a paper clip and gently push that button if needed to reset the module later on once power has been applied. On the rear of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a power port. That can be used with the included power supply. You can simply plug that power supply into a standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it with a locking collar, which plugs in right there, and you can finger tighten the collar. But this unit uses power over Ethernet technology, so if you plug this into a PoE capable switch, you won't have to worry about that power supply. To the right of that is a LAN port, and that's where you'll connect the network cable to the PoE switch. To the right of that is a full-sized HDMI port labeled output. This connects to a monitor at that remote location that you'd like to use to enjoy the content. To the right of that is an audio output port. This unit provides audio extraction capabilities where it can digitally separate the audio from the media content being sent here. It allows you to pass that audio through this connection to a local soundbar, home stereo, or amplifier system. You can also transfer RS-232 control signals across the network, and if you would like to take advantage of that feature, you can make a connection there. Finally, to the right of that are two 3.5mm ports labeled infrared in and infrared out, and these are where the infrared blasters plug in. Typically at the receiver end on the decoder, you'll use the infrared in, and that will pick up those remote control signals from that location and send those back to the primary location. That's pretty much it for the decoder. I hope that closer look was helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the ToVi X1 Decoder module with KVM functionality with other products you may be considering. And the first thing, and probably most important thing to remember, is that this product is one component inside of that ToVi solution. So to use the decoder, you'll need an encoder module connected to your media device, and then at a remote location, you'll connect this to a monitor. That media content will be converted into a network signal by the encoder module, sent across the network, where it'll be decoded back into an HDMI signal at that remote location. You'll also need a video network hub, which is really the brains of the operation that controls the relationship between the decoders and the encoders, and you'll need some type of switch, preferably a PoE switch, to connect all of those modules together to create your network. But the nice part about the ToVi solution is that it's totally software defined, which means you can create different relationships between the encoder and decoder modules across your network at the same time. You can also add additional decoder modules to increase the number of remote locations that you're sending the media content to, as well as additional encoder modules that connect to different video streams that you can send to those remote locations. This product fully supports high-definition media content, and it's both HDMI 1.3 as well as HDCP 1.4 compliant, which means it's plug-and-play compatible with all of your modern media equipment. It also provides infrared blaster control, which means you can remotely control the content being sent to that location from that location, which is pretty impressive. It also utilizes the PoE standard, which means when you plug this into a PoE-capable switch, you won't need a power supply because all the power required for the module is sent across that LAN connection, which greatly simplifies your wiring. And finally, this product also provides full KVM support, which means you can plug a keyboard and mouse in at that remote location to remotely control a computer at the primary location. Everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So until next time, thanks again for watching.